We're live. The phone is ringing. So we're trying to, just as we're going live, we're getting a phone call. Hello, everybody. I am Recie Myers, and I am better known as Recie by many of my friends. Hi, Layla. Glad that you can join us today. And Roland.
And I'm Roland, her husband. And it's Friday, and we're recording live from Richmond.
Live from Richmond. Thank you. See, Sharita, you watching. I'm glad that you can join us too. And hi, Dwayne. Yes, so today we're going to talk about people that we need to avoid. There are 7 types of people that we should avoid as we go through life.
Avoid them like the plague.
Yes. And so, first of all, let me just say we're speaking to spiritual entrepreneurs, people who are not content in just settling for what life throws at them, people who know that they have a designed purpose and they're ready to go out and seek to be able to improve themselves and not just settle. They want to be more, they want to do more, they want to impact more lives. And we thank you for joining us today. So, as we are on our journey in life to become better people, we want to know the things that we need to do. So we study people who are great, who are doing great things. And guess what? When you spend time learning about people who are doing things that you want to do, it transfers because it inspires you to do your part and to become all that you can be. So, there are 7 types of people that we need to avoid. And you ready for the first one? The first one would be gossips. People who, they just talk about other people. If you are ever around someone who is talking about somebody, whether you know them or not, you already know. They probably, when you're not around, they're going to talk about you too.
I think it's one of the 7 deadly sins.
Yes.
Gossipers.
Yeah, these are people who like to criticize, they agonize. And what you need to do when you hear someone talking about someone else, you just stop. I'm sorry, I don't want to hear that. Because you need to not only check yourself, but check them. One of 2 things will happen. If you start listening to that, you may even become like that, a gossiper, or he says either that's going to happen, or either you end up becoming a gossiper, or you're going to start having negative feelings about the person who's being spoken about.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Do you want to do the next one?
Yeah, I can. Number 2 is jealous haters.
Yes, jealous haters. I don't like the way that sounds.
Yeah. Take these off.
You want to explain a little bit more about that?
Let me see.
Well, what I have...
Jealous haters. Well, what I end up doing, they end up getting in your way. Mm-hmm. Okay? And they devalue you. They paint the picture like you're not enough. You're not good enough. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go ahead.
And that should never be... That should never be our stance. We all have value, and we are on our journey becoming the best that we can be. Some people, they're not interested in bettering themselves, and so they may be jealous or envious of what you're doing, and they're going to try to, when you're doing something or you express something, oh, that's not a good idea. They just knock it down. Yeah.
They're always criticizing.
Yes. And we all are created in the image of God. We are all children of God, right? And so for someone to be making you feel less than you are, that's not somebody that you need in your life. You can still be polite and, listen to them or whatever, but that's not someone you want to spend a lot of your time with.
Yeah, because we all are special in God's sight, and we're put here to do something special.
We
You know.
each have a special mission that God put within us to do.
I like what he said. He said, critics make you do it better. But, what was it? Haters make you do it faster.
Yeah. Critics make you do it. So they have a purpose, you know. The critics help you to do things better, you know, because they're criticizing. And I mean, if they're doing it in love, you know, but those haters, you just got to do it faster.
Right.
So they do have a purpose too, but don't spend all your time around them, you know. All right. The next one, number 3, we have time wasters. Do you know anybody like that? They don't really have anything to say. They complain about this, they complain about that. He says, you know, they ramble on about different things. They're sports wasters. You know, not saying that you can't talk about those things, but if you know you have a goal, a mission in life, something that you need to do, sitting down and just talking, oh, you know, you see that game, it has its place.
Stuff with nonsense. People just talk about nonsense.
Just rambling.
Some people don't have anything to talk about, so what they end up doing, they end up gossiping, or you know, they end up wasting your time, irrelevant stuff.
Yeah.
You know. And what the problem is, it limits your accomplishments, okay? Because you're constantly dealing with that, you know, things that are not important, you know. So I don't know. Conversation ought to always be relevant. There's always something relevant to talk about. Okay.
All right. And then number 4, money grabbers. I thought, money grabbers. He says. By the way, we're talking about these ideas, these tips came from Daniel Alley, a gentleman named Daniel Alley. You know, he says the money grabbers. He said, print out your bank statement and then look through it and see. Well, are you buying something just to buy something, or are you purchasing it to fulfill a need, something in your life? You know.
Yeah, a lot of times people are asking for stuff and they really don't even need it. I just got finished dealing with one of those yesterday, and you know, I don't know. So you never know what the needs are, but sometimes when you can listen carefully, and you get your answer.
Okay, so I have them for the money grabbers, people who just want you to just spend your money on this and that and the other, not necessarily that the product is something that you actually need, right. You know, to solve a problem or a need that you have. And then number 5, you want to do that one?
Sure, they are oversensitive people.
Overly sensitive.
Overly sensitive people, and they create a emotional baggage, so to speak. You know,
very needy. What was that?
Yeah, very needy. They have 10,000 issues, so to speak.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have for that. They're picky about everything. They're picky about their clothes. They're picky about the conversation. You know, they feel that they are being attacked. You can't say anything to them because anything you say is going to offend them. You know. They stay broke, you know, and they don't want to do better. They want you to be in a pity party with them, you know. But you just have to understand that that's who they are. And
yeah, we're not saying ignore those people,
right.
But just be aware.
Be aware of
what's going on.
And if you can offer words of encouragement to help them, you know, do so. But there's sometimes they're so set in their ways, and they just complain. You know, they're not thinking about you in terms of helping you reach your goal. They kind of like, I say, suction,
like
suction, suction, like an octopus. They have a leech, or I'm supposed to have those little suction cups,
Yeah.
to suck it. All right. You want to do number 6?
And 6, I got to watch this one for myself. Excuse makers. Okay.
Everything.
Everything. They never really want to take action. They come up with an excuse why they can't. Okay. Either they, are too broke or they're too tired. It comes in all different forms. And with excuse makers, it's just that you never get anywhere.
They're tired. I'm too tired. I'll do it next week. Oh, I'm bored. This. I don't want to do this anymore. Let's say they're working. They joined a company and they're working. Oh, I'm bored. This isn't for me. They just make an excuse.
It's like they're afraid to go forward.
Yeah. Just like, okay, I'm excited. I'm going to go the mile, achieve the goal. They start something, but they never finish. They're people who are really good starters. They start this, start that, but they don't really finish it. They just make an excuse. Okay, I can't finish because of this, because of that. Something always comes up.
Yeah, and they never want to commit to anything.
So don't let these people influence you or
stop you from
reaching your goals. That's right.
Stop you from climbing that height.
All right.
Yep.
All right, and I'll do the next one. Number 7 is miseducated people. Now, it's not that they're not educated. They're just miseducated. He refers to these people as wolves in sheep's clothing.
That is, they have the wrong idea of what it takes to be successful.
And you may say something, and your ideas are never valid. They're genuinely concerned about you, but I don't think you should do that because that's not going to work. It's not going to. You ever heard that? You shouldn't join that company because it's not going to work. They're portraying or trying to put their ideas onto you,
right,
and stifle your ambition.
And like you said, they're like enemies disguised as friends.
So there's a word for that. He said it's frenemies. Frenemies, yes.
Yeah, frenemies. And they lack understanding. In some cases, even common sense. And we shouldn't allow them to distract you. And so like I said, we just have to be aware of these type of people. And one person is not going to fit all of these. Just these
right. And these are people we will encounter throughout our lives, and we just need to be aware of who they are, understand, what they're about, and don't allow them to stop you from moving forward.
Yeah. So this works in business. When you're a business leader, a church leader, school leader, or whatever. Now, if you're a leader, you just need to be aware of these things.
Okay.
Yep.
And there's some people came on, and we forgot to even say hello, Charles. I'm glad that you can join us today. I said hello. Hi, Laverne. They are like plague. Yes, you are right. Mm-hmm. Hi, Jill. Thank you for joining us today. And let's see. Dream crushers. Mm-hmm. That's a good word for it, Lorraine. Dream crushers. And let's see. I see. Hi, Rico. It's been a while. Hey, what's going on, King and Queen? We're just talking about people that we will encounter as we journey through our lives, to be aware of who they are. The ones, and Lorraine, she gave a good word for it, dream crushers, because we all have dreams and goals that we've set for ourselves. And some people intentionally, or maybe they don't even really are not really intentional in stopping us, but they have so much opinion, and their opinions can sometimes just
stuff could be character traits too.
Yeah.
I know this lady, you know her too, always criticizing. I mean, nothing's right. There's a problem with everything. These are kind of, either, you could, respect, put the brakes on that. If you can't, try to avoid.
That's
Or
right.
always say something positive to counteract that. And then people will get the hint too.
Yes. So,
that's why we say, it's a good idea to better yourself. Always strive to better yourself.
And hi, I said Barbara. Thank you for watching. And let's see this. Hey, George. Glad that you can join.
George.
Doris. Bye. It's been a while. Glad that you can join us today. Stefan and
Randy.
Marco.
We need a bigger screen.
I know. Well, hi, Madeline. Glad that you can join Roland and me. Doris.
Dwayne.
Wow, it's quite a few people came on and we didn't even really.
Did you get Dwayne?
No, I don't think I said Dwayne. Hi, Dwayne and Sharita.
Yeah, Sharita. Hope you made it in safely.
Yes. So this is what we had for you today. Just talking about, as we are on our journey to better ourselves, to improve ourselves, be aware of those some who are friends, who should be really acquaintances, and some who are acquaintances that he said something about along those lines. Anyway, if we've said anything that we sure appreciate that. And Roland and I come and share something with you every day, Monday through Friday, something that can be helpful on your journey in life, in business, in your personal life, whatever. And in the description somewhere, there's a link to a trial membership with the group that we're working with, and where you can explore anything that you want to know about marketing.
And the word of today is to be positive. Okay, don't be one of these 7 individuals.
That's right. So we thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week.
Have a safe weekend, and we'll see you Monday, Lord's will.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.